This has four entrances. One's underwater, one's in the basement of that castle, and then two are just on the like this, where they're just like normal entrances.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna go down here pretty quick because it's kind of a long one.
So how big are these caves inside?
This cave is huge. This cave is enormous.
The biggest cave in Ark, I would argue.
We call it the Carnivorous Caverns. All right. Oh, I hope I don't get lost. I've been down here in a while.
Dude, it's been a while. I was gonna say, should have left a crumb trail or something.
I just want to get to the big open bit.
Now, are you planning to add any kind of resources to this cave?
There's crystals. You have metal, and lots of stone.
Oh, this is a gigantic cave. Now, you plan to add
Yeah,
any? Will players be able to find like dinos in here as well? I assume.
There are dinos in here actually, but it's just the megalos.
I see.
Yeah, they sleep and they, you know how they work.
Yeah.
So we're basically zipping through most of this. It shoots off in a bunch of different directions. We're just gonna go to the big middle part.
Oh, jeez. I just passed by one of the megaliths. It always gives me a fright.
So here's the main cavern.
Wow. This is nice.
It is cool. What's actually cool, so this is a work in progress thing, but up here, I think, where is it? It's right here. See how there's like this weird net on this stalactite here? Stalagmite? You can actually attach a platform to that and build on it.
Oh,
which is cool.
Interesting.
We're working for a different mesh for it right now. It's just that's just to symbolize where you can, but it's pretty cool. We're trying to just add some different kind of functionality to everything. Here's one of the water entrances. So this actually leads to a tunnel, much like the one we flew in on, but it's underwater. It's large enough for a plesiosaur or a mosa to get in here, and it comes out in the middle of the bay we kind of swam over earlier.
I see.
And there's another one that's on the other side of this, but we don't need to spend too long in here. It's basically just this awesome huge cave, which is fun. It's cool because it feels like a cave. Like it's not like tons of stuff trying to kill you. It's just like this big empty cavern, really, which is pretty cool.
Right. With this cave system that you're adding, are you planning to do like caves that might lead from one end to the map to the other, or just like
yes.
the caves? Okay.
This is actually one of Megalo. Speaking of, actually one of that underwater tunnel actually leads to what's going to be a whole system of underwater tunnels throughout the map that'll pop up into little air pocket of caves and things. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
So here we're coming out into one of our newer areas. This is like a coastal cliffside kind of thing. Here's actually another example of how we're doing resources if we fly down here to some of these rocks down here. More of like reward for extra work kind of thing versus just normal metal farming. So you'll see there's actually ingots like embedded into the side of these rocks over here. So if you're creative, there's some rich nodes in there for you to be rewarded from.
This is nice.
But there's always metal that's down below, easy to get. It's just kind of that extra bit if you want to take the do the extra effort, you can.
I see. That's really cool.
But
now,
it's all
when
raining.
it comes to the ocean part of how big are you planning to make
We can go swim down there actually a little bit later. That'll be how about we stop with that? We'll go swim down there later. We'll just get some.
Yeah, sure.
It's pretty big. So basically, so you see those rocks out there
Mm-hmm.
in the water.
Yeah.
If you imagine that kind of just extends all the way down, all of that's underwater. Like we've done. That was one thing that we lacked in Valhalla was the underwater was pretty, except for a couple areas, which was like 10% maybe. It was pretty barren.
Yeah.
You'll see. I do want to go down there actually. Thanks for reminding me. We'll do that at a later point in time. So we're doing. Speaking of events, our first event's going to be for this guy up here. It's the volcano. A lot of maps, when they do a volcano, it's just actually it's pretty cool. It's always going. It's like it's the same in every map, right? Like
Right.
we want to do something a little different. I'm gonna stop over here on this thing. Right now it's dormant, so you're not gonna see tons of lava except for one area, which we'll fly through. But we're gonna set up, much like how the weather works, an event where that actually comes alive, and you're gonna see lava start to flow down and become more active on the sides of it. And you're gonna have, it's gonna be a bad place to be. We've been keeping it kind of a pretty big secret, everything that's gonna happen, but it's gonna be nuts. You're not gonna want to be around here when the volcano's going off. Like
Right.
it's gonna be dangerous.
So how often would the volcano be active then?
That's to be decided. Not very often. I want to keep it pretty. It's gonna be a rare occurrence. But I don't know. We still have to kind of talk about it. Whatever feels right.
Right. Okay.
All right, so let's fly over these guys. These guys here are part of the hot springs. Those are actually hooked into the lava event as well.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen anything like that on a map before. That looks really nice.
Yeah, a lot of people. RP is a really big thing in in Ark, and one thing that Jackson wanted to do was add a little bit of
Hot spring
potential
area.
to here. So if you see these rocks here, go up to them.
Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I can
You
sit
can actually
on them?
sit on them like benches.
Really? Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah, we can just hang out. Like,
I did not know that was a thing. Huh. Fascinating.
yeah, well, it wasn't a thing, but you know.
The
it
best
wasn't-
part is that Dave added some steam to you as well when you
Yeah.
walk out, so you got some steam on you.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and you get a little buff that makes you happy.
Oh, relax at the point. Oh, this is really cool. Would that add anything like health regen and things like that?
It gives you a little bit of health, not a lot.
Oh, I see.
I don't want to make it anything that people could potentially abuse, but it's still it's enough to be kind of cool. And then you also you emit like this fog emitter, so it looks like you just got out of a hot bath. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Nice.
Fun.
I feel refreshed.
When the volcano goes off, you don't want to be in there though for some other reasons.
What is this? Oh, it's the. Oh, cool. Will I take damage if I go on top of this?
Not at the moment. I don't know if we will. I don't.
It's still work in progress. It still will
Yeah.
have to see if it's
Oh,
how it
I
goes.
see. Right.
Here's actually one of the places. So you can kind of look at these rivers here. This is what's going to be changing. So right now you can just walk on them.
Okay. So at one
but you're-
point, these will be active with lava.
They'll actually dynamically switch, which is cool.
Okay.
So you'll have like these places that are traversable, and then they turn to somewhere you don't want to be when the event actually happens.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
cool.
pretty cool. So we can fly around along the coast. We totally missed the stupid forest. God damn.
Oh, we're not flying over. Okay.
Well, we still want to go to the ice cave, so let's keep going around here, hit the redwoods, then fly back over the forest.
Okay, you got it.
There's just so much cool stuff.
I know there's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, there's so much cool stuff. That's like my favorite area too, and I like just swooped around it.
Yeah, this is really cool.
All right. Anyways, we'll just keep flying this way. We'll fly up through the trench, then redwoods. That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, that's right. The trench is in.
Yeah, trench is here. The area past this, where actually is currently being worked on. It's
Oh,
it's
man.
going to be like a Greenland, Scotland kind of thing. Lots of flat plains. You got lots of cliffs, rocks, and just lots of grass. It's going to be like a nice, refreshing place. It's going to be good. I'm excited. Isles of Skye is like our main influence on that. It's up here,
Oh,
right?
interesting.
No, it's down. We want to go down. Oh yeah, you know, up here. Yeah, you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
going in the correct direction.
I like this.
Yeah, it's different. It's like because everyone does volcanoes so
it feels
dead.
Definitely, it feels definitely like the volcano. Oh, this is cool. I like this.
Yeah, this
Definitely
is
don't
cool.
wanna
This
jump
is
down here.
brand new. No,
Be careful.
don't. It will kill you.
Now,
It will.
now would players be able to find things like wyverns down here? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
We should actually see a few in a little bit. There's only about 3 or 4 that spawn, and you can also get eggs.
See a couple sulfur in there.
Yeah,
That's
there we
really
go.
cool.
So there's like that's actually I think is a monster hunter guy over there. Is that right? Or is he a wyvern?
That's a
Oh, yeah, I
wyvern.
think he's just a wyvern. Yeah. I wonder if there's any eggs around here at the moment. They spawn up just like how they do in Scorched, or where you have those little ledges.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I see that
Oh, here's a
monster
monster hunter
hunter
guy. He's just hanging out up here. There we go.
Nice.
I don't know what he does. He looks kind of scary. I love going over here, then looking back through the trench. It's just my favorite place to be. It looks so good.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Man, those clouds just hitting the top of the trees is just, I love it.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, there's an ice wyvern to the right.
Nice wyvern. Is that
Oh yeah,
part of the map or is that just
Yeah.
a mod? Really?
part of the map. Mm-hmm.
Is it like a regular wyvern? Or is it like? Does it?
It's
spit
a regular
ice?
wyvern. We want to do different effects for it. Right now, it's just reskinned.
I see.
Yeah,
It's part of the future plan.
future plans. It was
So,
more
what
like
so
a
what are your
theory
future
test.
plans for those things? Like
Basically custom emitters, and then hopefully get it to where you can actually get their eggs, and then have like an ice wyvern. And then the only complicated part in that is making sure if you take it somewhere else, it doesn't break the server.
right. Oh, now we're in the
All right.
woods.
So here's something that's kind of cool. These are actually we'll fly over this. We'll go down to one that's a little bit lower. So here's just kind of cool redwoods area.
Oh yeah, we gotta fly through the water or fly into the water.
Oh yeah, you can. I don't think you'll.
Yeah,
knock
you
off.
can. It doesn't mess you up.
No.
Can
That's
you
nice.
pick up fish with the pterodon?
I don't think you can.
That'd be so good.
I know.
Well, that log isn't showing up. That's still not that bad. I'll have to remember that though.
I really like the redwoods here. This is pretty cool.
It's a
Feels-
nice area. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I wonder if you can fly through the log or if it blocks you. I know we could fly through it.
See, are you planning to add anything like bird caves and things like that, or
Yeah,
are you,
we'll
or-
fly through a cave here in a moment for sure.
Okay.
One thing I do want to show you. Let's just go down here real quick. This is kind of cool. We're pretty proud of this. So a lot of water that's like rivers in maps you can't really interact with.
Mhm.
Ours you can. So you can go up here and you can walk around it. You can drink water.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And we're all infinite statted right now, I think.
Yeah, I forgot. we don't,
Yeah,
we
we-
can't
we-
get the internets.
We don't have to worry about that. Oh, that's,
But you can actually go in and drink and tap it with anything that needs water source. It's pretty cool, even though it's on a
Okay.
slope, which is great. Let's go fly through the other little cave, then we'll fly up, and then we'll go to the beaver sanctuary place. We'll just fly like a little bit over the cliff and then go back. We don't need to go all the way down. So here's a cave. I actually like this place a lot. It's cool.
Oh, nice.
And you can actually walk up the log too. It goes out. You can go up through the top there. And the water kind of scoops in here.
That's really cool. And I'm seeing players can also build in these
Mhm.
caves as well. Okay.
Correct.
So, what I'm seeing on the map, how many are you keeping in mind like buildable areas, like flat areas? Because you know players like flat areas on the map. Like
Here's actually one right up here. This is a kind of a smaller one, like a little, like a little hut over here.
Okay.
But this actually has a really cool view. If you clear the bushes out, you can fly up and just see from here. But you can actually see part of our Scotland area over there, and then look down and see the kind of cliffy redwoods forest area down over here to the right.
Oh, I see.
We definitely try to keep building in mind with pretty much everywhere we work.
Yeah.
We know it's super important to everybody. And as we actually get, this is actually the part of the map where there's less large, like we're gonna have expansive flatland.